Hi, I'm Frank Hanson with Iowa Realty, and I have a special guest today, Katherine Harrington, who is the CEO and president of the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce. Katherine, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you. This is an honor.
Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to visit with you. I heard recently that the West Des Moines Chamber was selected as the in the top three of all the chambers in central Iowa, which amounted to about 24 chambers. And I think it has a lot to do with your leadership and
Mhm.
the team that you've gathered there. So I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about the structure of the chamber and um, possibly your mission.
Yeah, for sure. I started here on April 1st, April Fool's Day of this year, 2020. And I was just so happy that Kara Matheson stayed on. But all of our former team members, for whatever reason, they had great opportunities and things, had left. So it was just Kara and I that started together. And Carol Chambers trained me on, what does it mean to be a good steward of the
Right,
chamber. She's incredible, and filling those big shoes is like a big challenge because Carol Chambers is such a dynamo. So it was Kara and I, and then we hired 3 team members. And so we have Bailey First is our marketing, social media, events guru. Nicole Langmaid is our accounting, and she works with our surveys and our data analytics, and she handles a lot of our PR. And then
right,
Anna Dowd is our director of membership and strategic partnerships. And I hired people that were specifically really good at marketing, inventing, thinking outside the box, because I knew that COVID was going to rock our world, and
right,
trying to think of how can we really come up with some new innovative programming that maybe no other chamber in our region or in the world has done before, because COVID's kind of
right.
given that excuse to invent. So we really, our structure is we work as a team. We collaborate. We design programs together, and if it works for the team, great. If it doesn't, we don't do it, because we're all equals here, and they're all experts. I drive the ship, but they're the engine, is what I say, and they're impeccable. Our mission that we just did. Our mission is to place West Des Moines as the best suburban city in America to live, work, and play. So
Oh, great.
everything we do revolves around that. So all of our programming and our committees and our events and all of our new programs we're doing. So that's the mission. That's the goal.
Well, I think you've done a great job of filling Carol's shoes. Believe me, I just think it's been fantastic. How many member businesses do you have now?
We have 711.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
which is really good. We started out with 695, and we have grown, which
Hmm.
is great. In the chamber world, you gain new members, but then you do lose members, and especially with COVID, it's been a
Right,
very difficult time for so many industries, our
right.
restaurants, retailers, hotels. But we are very prideful that we've grown during that time, and we're staying steady at 711. We want to get to 1,000. That's not
Oh,
going to happen
nice.
this year, but we want to grow to 1,000 members, and we're better together. So the more members we have, the more we can do to help support our region.
Well, actually, 711 members, that's a pretty decent sized chamber, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
We're one of the largest, and we're just pure chamber of commerce. Other chambers in our area might have economic development combined with them, but we're just a
right.
chamber. That's our entire focus. But we will be growing, though. We're going to be focusing around doing more in our backyard in West Des Moines, more events,
Hmm.
and hosting those, drawing more people in our region to host events. So
Right.
we're going to be actually growing our chamber team to work, make a conscious effort to do that. So we're excited about that.
Well, you mentioned the pandemic, and you know, that's been rough for all of us, obviously. But how has the chamber changed their programs to bring value to the members?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. And we decided to not stop any programming.
Right.
Um, and we decided to ramp it up, as a matter of fact, because of COVID, because we knew that this was going to be a challenging time for our members, our community. And the last thing we wanted to do was retract. So we did the
Right.
exact opposite. We went full gung ho on lots of new programs, really kind of instilling a positive, positive spirit in our region. So we've been working super hard on lots of new ways to help members engage and plug in and meet with other members in, meaningful ways. And introduce people. So one of the things I do is Frank, I do kind of what you're doing here. It's called our CEO Insight series, and
Right.
it's started on Zoom, but now it's in person. We changed part of our offices into a TV studio.
Oh,
So we
nice.
have my light just went off in the
Yeah.
background because nobody's moving over there. But we changed part of our office to the West Des Moines Chamber Studios. So people now do come in, we stay distant, but it's a
Right.
nice way to see people in person, just like what you're doing, Frank. You're such an innovator yourself. Look at you. You've
Oh,
been doing
thank
this
you.
for a long time. I love that. So we do that. Our CEO Insight series has been really popular. We've done a lot of videos for our restaurants, Takeout Tuesday, our community escape videos, just really using a lot of new digital mechanisms and platforms. Our new West Des Moines email newsletter, that just West Des Moines news that comes out every Tuesday. And
Oh, that's great. I love that.
oh, yay,
Yeah.
yay.
No, it's great. It really is.
There's so much going on here. That's the thing. I mean, there's
There
just
is. Yeah.
so much going on. So it's fun to have something kind of laser focused. We started a new committee, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Committee, led by Angela Jackson. There's lots of programming in there. And we're starting another new committee called Explore West Des Moines. Therese Wielagi is leading that. Our first meeting is November 6th at 8:30 in the morning, if anybody wants to join us. So that is like, we're going to really dream of what are some really amazing festivals and events we can have, in our backyard here, and leverage some of these really cool spaces that are not being used. And we can do some distancing events, and then we can think of, when COVID's over, what can we do to prepare?
Right.
So,
Well, there is life after COVID, I'm
yes,
sure. It's
exactly. You just have to think about it, right? And just gotta, put it on
Well,
the,
you know, everybody gets so tied up in what's going on today that they forget about tomorrow. And I'm sure that you haven't done that, but that's great that um, you have the committees to look forward to what's happening.
which is amazing. And I want to mention Kara Matheson. So Kara Matheson is our Director of Workforce Development. And like I said, she had been here for about a year and a half when I joined. So she's been really a guiding light for us. Kind of, we all ask Kara, what do we do now? What do we do now? Because, all of us are brand new, right? So
Right.
Kara has been extra helpful and inventive herself. So she's renamed our YP group called West YP. She's starting a new alumni group within the Leadership Academy. We have 14 years of the Leadership Academy under our belt.
Oh,
So
nice.
So she's starting a new alumni group. We've got a big workforce committee working on workforce needs for the future. She is just jam-packed with so much programming just herself. So
Right.
I give a major shout out to
Well,
Kara. She's a
Kara
dynamo.
is great. I interviewed her about the annual dinner. And then, of course, when it didn't happen, then we did that virtually. That was great.
Oh,
I
that was
enjoyed
great.
that. Yeah.
A crazy night, Frank.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's been crazy times, period. You're such a, you work with the city so much, and you're such a great partner for the city. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about the things that have happened here in the near future or in the near past, and what's maybe what's planned for the future?
Oh, I would be so excited about that. I could talk all day
Yeah,
about that. I just interviewed Tom Haddon, our city manager, our amazing
right,
city manager, and we were just moments ago talking about that. But recently, we're not stopping. West Des Moines is not stopping at all. We're growing. So our Raccoon River Boathouse just got completed this summer. The Jamie Hurd Amphitheater just got completed, and that is already booked with events. Just did the groundbreaking for Des Moines University. Google Fiber is coming online. It's interesting.
nice,
Yeah, that'll be about a 2.5-year project to bring fiber to every household, every business, high speed fiber. Everybody will have a choice what they would like to use for their provider. So the city is providing choice for people. But it's neat to hear about all the stuff in the future. The Five Waters project that is
right,
certainly well underway. That bridge that will go from Raccoon River to Browns Woods
mm-hmm,
will be completed in about 2 years. That will tie those two beautiful pieces of land together. And what a
right.
lot of people don't know is, that rock quarry right by Blue Heron Lake and Raccoon River, there's a big
Oh,
rock
yes,
quarry.
right.
So that is going to be dredged out, and that is going to be another giant lake, and it's going to be bigger than Blue Heron Lake,
Oh, wow, that's
which
going to be
is
big,
big.
right,
And so that's going to really help Valley Junction explode, and that's really going to
right.
help Valley Junction area too. So I saw you interviewed Matt. I talked to him yesterday. He's great.
Oh,
So
right. Yeah, I went out and looked at the Rexplex the other day,
yes,
Mid-American Energy. That is going to be fabulous. That,
so there you go.
yeah,
Exactly. The Mid-American Energy Recplex is amazing. It's going to be open March 1, but that's already booked with lots of hockey and lots of events. And yeah,
they
there's
have
just
the two.
so much going on.
They have the two soccer fields out there already completed, and it's just so um, it's just so neat. I just think and it's all artificial grass, so it's really great.
It
But
is so great. That whole
yeah,
area is going to get built up, as a matter of fact. So, because that's going to be a destination from, for people miles and miles around. So
oh yes,
that'll get filled with mixed use. There'll be probably some apartments around there, restaurants, retail. So that'll be a whole entertainment district in and of itself around there. So that's
hmm,
going to be fantastic.
well that's neat. Uh,
Yeah.
well, as I said earlier, when before we started recording, that what I'm trying to do is get people to know those that work and live in the community and to shop local. And that's why I'm doing the interviews, to just get people to know what's going on. And if you know of anyone that would like to be interviewed, certainly contact me.
Okay.
And I really appreciate you being here today. I'm honored to have you, I guess.
Oh gosh, well, Frank, I love you attend. I see your beautiful smiling face at so many of our events, and thank you for being, such a supporter of us and the West Des Moines region. And I love that you're promoting the West Des Moines region. Your newsletter that comes out every Monday morning, I read
Mhm.
that. I love that you highlight events that are going on, and so you
Right.
do a great job, Frank.
Oh, thank you.
You're an innovator. I love that. So nice job.
Thank you very much. It's a mutual admiration society here.
That's right.
Well, thank you again, Catherine. I appreciate it. And certainly the chamber will move onward and upward under your direction, I'm sure.
Thank you, Frank. It's an honor to serve and be, you know, serving in this capacity. Honestly, it's an honor every day.
Well, you're
So
doing a great job. Thank you
thank
very
you.
much. All
Thank
right.
you, Frank. Take care.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.